getting ready to examine another Supreme Court case. Hazelwood School District versus Coal Miner. The principal objected to 2 articles in the school newspaper. Kids wrote the school newspaper, and they had 2 articles, and he said he pulled them. He's like, not in my school newspaper. The subject matter of the first article was kids were writing about birth control and teenage pregnancy. Okay? Principal was like, okay, I don't know about that. The second one particular girl was mad or angry at her father's absence because they had, mom and dad got enough divorce, and she wanted to write about it. The principal was like, I don't know about that. I don't know. So he pulled them. He didn't go back to the school editors and say, well, you all are going to pull. He just pulled them, and then when they printed the paper, they were not in there. Well, those students, along with their parents, sued the principal in the school district. All right, like I said, without consulting anybody, he just pulled them. The principal stated it was too sensitive for the immature audience of readers. And this is a high school, and inappropriate, personal, and unsuitable for the newspaper. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to count off. We're going to have 5 different groups. And you're going to start at 1, and you're what? So,
1, 2,
4, 5, 2, 3.
remember your number, please.
1.
2.
Why your article should have been printed in that paper. So student evidence, you're giving, the judge is going to be in here in a few minutes. The judge is coming. The judge is coming. You're going to have to present to the judge why you feel those articles should have been printed in that paper. My colleagues, principals back there, group 2, you're the principals. Principals of schools in Des Moines, Iowa. You're going to tell us why those articles should not be printed, why you pulled them, and your reason. You got to explain to the judge why you pulled them, and the rationale on why you pulled them.
What if we don't necessarily agree with the
You're a principal. You're a principal. You're not 8th grade. You're a principal. You are a principal in charge of 1,300 students.
Is this a high school or
High school. High school. You are a principal, so you got to look through the lens. Now, I'm glad you asked that because when we come back together as a big group, we want your real feelings. But as a principal of a school with 1,400 kids that's off the chain, you got to look through that lens. School board. You have to decide whether these folks are right or are these folks right. So do you support the position of the school editors? They should have had the right to put it in the paper. Or, school board, do you support the principals in regard to, yeah, they should have put and tell us why? So you pick one and you give us a rationale on why you selected that one. Group 4, parents. They took your baby's articles out of the paper. They worked hard in writing the articles. So you're going to tell us what's your position on, we kind of know which way you're going to lead because those are your babies. Why you feel those articles should have been in there or should not have been in there. Number 5, you're the student body, other students in the school. We want to know how you feel about should it be in, should it be out, or what's the rationale. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. You may begin. All right. At this time, it is time to hear your rationale for your opinion in this regard. Student editors, we would love, the judge would love to hear what you have to say. We're listening to the student editors. We just need one person to read. We're listening. What rate student editors? We're going to wait till everyone. We're going to pause. We're pausing. Can you hear me? Are you with me? Are you there? Go ahead.
We have the freedom of the press and to pull our articles without even talking to us and bullying them, and you didn't try to make a deal with us. Also, my honor, we have freedom of speech. We didn't do anything wrong in the articles because it was all the truth, and the principal didn't have a right to pull our articles, making it a crime.
All right. We're going to listen to what everyone has to say, and then we're going to have a discussion in that regard. Oh, my colleagues, the group of principals.
With the papers, it couldn't have been so much personal, but a little more facts rather than what's actually going on in their lives.
And maybe if the birth control article was maybe just a little bit more informational and less, awkward for the immature students that we have at the high school. Or and even the divorce article, maybe she didn't base it on such her experience. Maybe she put like facts and like what people go through as teens in high school. Maybe have it relate to the school maybe just a little bit more.
Be more in general versus more personal regarding,
Yes.
instead of her using that as a bully pulpit to try to get back at her and have some daddy.
Yes.
All right, very good. My boss, school board.
The school board would agree
The
with,
school board with shades. Go ahead.
we agree with the students because it's the freedom of speech. High school kids in the real world are taken seriously as adults.
So this is the
What high
issue.
school you been to?
So they should have the right to express those articles in the school
As long as they're
newspaper.
taken seriously as adults in the real world, they should be taken seriously at school.
Thank you for sharing.